What's up, everybody? This is Jessica with Curly's by the Campfire, and if you're watching this video, that means we're camping, and we're actually already here. So we got here yesterday. It is a brand new campground that just opened about 6 weeks ago. It is the Magical Mountains Resort, the Enchanted Forest, and it's fairy tale theme. Y'all, the detail in this place is so cute. But I did tell my husband, when we come back, not if, but when, I'm not bringing the camper. We will be staying in a cabin. Because y'all, the cabins are where it's at. The detail in them is phenomenal. I mean, look at, let me just turn this around so you can see a little bit of the detail. That's not even the cabin. You have the creek. You have swings by the creek that you can just enjoy. And Jonah's been enjoying swinging by the creek. I've been swinging by the creek all morning. And then you have these hammocks. And my daughter trying to make flips on them. And she has these little lights all wrapped around these trees. And then, guys, even inside the tree trunk, she adds details. The inner child in me, when she was giving us the tour yesterday of the cabins, was screaming. It's just, this place makes you want to be a kid again. And I think that's what she had in mind when creating all of this. So beside the RV slips, there's 5 RV slips. She has 2 cabins, which is, one is Queen of Hearts theme. The one beside that is Alice and the White Bunny. On up the hill is Snow White's cabin, or Snow White's cottage. And then up above that, she has a double-decker bus. The Midnight Bus from Harry Potter. Y'all, this bus is phenomenal. It is so cool, and you will see in these pictures and videos the detail that is into it. And then beside that is the caretaker's cabin, which is all about Hagrid. Seriously, guys, you have to come to Hayesville and give this place a try and just take it all in and see for yourself the details, because I am seriously, I'm so excited. I can't get over it. I can't get over the detail and creativity of it. And it's so cool. The pictures and videos don't do it justice. So you have to come here and see it for yourself. It is so neat. I mean, I've only been here a day, and I already give it a 10 out of 10. She has other projects that she's working on, so there's going to be other cabins that will be added. There are 2 cabins that are Candyland theme. They're not quite ready yet. And they don't have bathrooms, but she's planning on getting a bathroom in the middle of the 2 cabins. But all the other cabins we walked into, they have bathrooms. And it's kind of, all the campgrounds we've been to, the cabins you see are very basic and they don't have bathrooms. These have amazing bathrooms. Just wait till you see the videos and the pictures. You're going to want to come here. You're going to want to stay here. And I will be back. I will be back. So, guys, get over here, give it a try, and you won't be disappointed. So I hope you enjoyed the rest of this review. It's probably going to be a longer video than usual, just because I want to give as much detail as I can. But we will give our final review at the very end, like we always do. And I hope you enjoyed the rest of it. And hopefully you'll be making yourself a reservation very soon. You won't be disappointed. We'll see you soon.
For some cheering up, then just head right on up to the Candy Mountain Cave. When you get inside, you'll find yourself a cheery land, such a happy and joy-filled and perky Maryland. They've got lollipops and gummy drops and candy things, oh so many things that will brighten up your day. It's impossible to wear a frown in Candy Town. It's the mecca of love, the Candy Cave. Oh, when you're down and looking for some cheering up, then just head right on up to the Candy Mountain Cave. When you get inside, you'll find yourself a cheery land, such a happy and joy-filled and perky Maryland. They've got lollipops and gummy drops and candy things, oh so many things that will brighten up your day. It's impossible to wear a frown in Candy Town. It's the mecca of love, the Candy Cave. Oh, when you're down and looking for some cheering up, then just head right on up to the Candy Mountain Cave. When you get inside, you'll find yourself a cheery land, such a happy and joy-filled and perky Maryland. They've got lollipops and gummy drops and candy things, oh so many things.
Snow White.
Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, and Slytherin.
Gryffindor! Hufflepuff! Ravenclaw! Aunt Jessie. Smell like my great Aunt Jessie.
Hey, she's only interested in you because she thinks you're the chosen one.
I am the chosen one. Okay, sorry.
Ridiculous.
This class is ridiculous.
Very good.
Quiet, please.
Shut it!
Thanks.
I can see them too. You're just as sane as I am.
Morning.
Come seek us where our voices sound. We cannot sing above the ground. An hour long you'll have to look to recover what we took. Come seek us where our voices sound. We cannot sing above the ground.
What's up, everybody? So we are back from the Enchanted Forest campground. It's actually Thursday. We got back on Sunday, so this week has been very hectic trying to get everything cleaned, packed up for our 10-day road trip that we actually leave this afternoon. I am actually driving, headed to work. Paul is not with me for this final review of the campground. We just got hectic and busy, so it's just going to be me for this last part of the review. He did tell me his thoughts on it, so I'll just share those. So, as you saw in the first part of the video, when I was at the campground, I already gave it a 10 out of 10. It's an amazing campground, highly recommended, super cute. If you are looking for a campground to unplug and get away from the phones and internet and all of that, that's a place to do it. They have no signal, so you kind of have no choice. But she does have an amazing Wi-Fi. And I was telling Paul that out of all the campgrounds that we have stayed at and connected to Wi-Fi, hers really is by far the best Wi-Fi we have ever been connected to. And that was really nice, being there's no signal there. Also, it's not really close to a whole lot of stuff, so that's nice where you're not having a lot of traffic to go anywhere. It is right there at the Georgia line and the Tennessee line, so we actually went and spent a few hours in Helen, Georgia, and it's about 50 to 55 minutes away, so it's a nice little area it's an amazing town. If you've ever been to Gatlinburg, I was telling Paul, it reminds me of a German Gatlinburg, pretty much. Super cute. I've always wanted to go, and then I realized we were that close to Helen, so we went and spent a few hours. If I had known that before, we would have left earlier that morning and spent all day there. They have river tubing, and they were packed for tubing, and they have a really nice mountain coaster that we were able to do. So again, that was about 50 to 55 minutes away from the campground, so not horrible. There's also a railroad tour in Andrews, which is about 35 minutes away from the campground. You can get in an open car and pedal on the railroad. It's, I think, a 5-mile tour. It seats 4 to a car. We were not able to do that. That was on our list, but the only opening they had was at 5:30 in the evening, and I really didn't want to wait that late to do that, so that will be on our list to do next time we go back. Asheville's about 2 hours away, so I mean, there is stuff to do close by, but nothing super close, but that's okay, because this campground is one that you go to, you kick back and you relax. So very, very nice campground. The sites were level. We had to use leveling blocks only because just how we moved the camper over. When we first backed it in, it was pretty level, but we wanted it moved over a little more, farther away from the electrical panel, and right where our tires were, it made it where we needed to use leveling blocks. But other than that, the sites were very level. So I really do recommend it. It is super cute. Graceland's already wanting to do a mommy-daughter weekend and stay in one of the cabins. And if I could, I would stay in every cabin. It's a one of a kind, and Shannon has done phenomenal. And Paul was really raving about it as well. Just the atmosphere of it's really cool. And you do have to be very mindful. You are going in the mountains, so it's the back road, curvy mountain road. So just be very mindful when you are going there, when you're pulling your rig. I told Paul I'm glad he was pulling. I did pull on our last trip the camper to the Outer Banks, so that one I was fine with. I'm not experienced enough to be confident in pulling our rig through the mountain road curves and the narrowness of the roads. So they're not bad. They're not bad. Just be mindful that you are in the mountains. It's to be expected. We go to Pigeon Forge a lot, and it's nothing like Pigeon Forge. Pigeon Forge is a tourist town, so a lot of the campgrounds there are on bigger roads, and you don't have to deal with that. So, and I was telling Paul on the way home, I was like, these mountains just seem bigger than Pigeon Forge, and I don't understand why, because it's the same mountains. And then I got thinking, Pigeon Forge, the mountains are kind of farther away. Yes, you have mountains that you can see, but they're not as, sorry, I was at a stop sign. They're not as close, where the Enchanted Forest, you are right there on the mountains. And I think that's just why they just felt more huge. And they're gorgeous. It's just the countryside, the scenery is gorgeous. And on the way to Helen, you climb to get to Helen, and we reached 3,000 feet going up one of the mountains to get to Helen. But I can't say enough good things about this place. Shannon has done phenomenal. I cannot wait to see her other projects come to life. She will be getting a magical school bus, and I think she said it's a 60s bus that's going to be the Jetsons theme. It's called the Elroy. So I can't wait to see those come to life, and she's hoping to get a Hobbit house. And I'm excited to see all of her imagination just come to life, and I can't wait to go back. So stay tuned, because we leave this afternoon for our 10-day road trip. We will be staying one night in Virginia, headed to Kentucky. So I probably will not do a review on that campground, just since it's just an overnighter. We will be headed to Kentucky and do the Ark encounter. So each place we're only going to be at for about, I think, 2 nights. So those reviews won't be as long, just because we won't be there as long. But I will let you know what I think of the campgrounds we stay at. And honestly, we're not going to be at the campgrounds a whole lot, so we will be out doing things. We will be doing the Ark encounter and the Creation Museum in Kentucky, and then we're going over to Indiana, meeting up with one of my good friends who lives in Indiana, and doing the Indianapolis Zoo. And then we're heading over. Jonah chose to go to Springfield, Illinois. He's really into history, as you've heard in a lot of my other videos, and we're going to be doing all things Abraham Lincoln. And then we're coming back down, staying one night in the bottom part of Kentucky, and then making our way to Cherokee and staying our last couple nights there. So stay tuned, because there's going to be a lot of different uploads of all these other campers that will be or campsites that we will be staying at for our 10-day road trip vacation. But anyway, Enchanted Forest, go for it. You won't be disappointed. 10 out of 10. Super cute. It's a great place, guys. So definitely check them out. And you'll be seeing another video very soon. And we'll see you by the campfire.